Forgive the intrusion, but I wanted to pay you a quick visit. Princess, do you know the significance of this month?
Huh? Is there a holiday or something? It's not Arl's Foundation Day. Let's see.
As of this month, it's been 1 full year since you began working as an alchemist. As such...
Oh, so you came down here to celebrate with me, right?
Not exactly. Now that 1 full year has passed, only 2 years remain for you to prove yourself as an alchemist.
Oh, that's right! Dad said I could be an alchemist as long as I increased Arl's population in 3 years.
Precisely. To that end, I've brought you a report detailing the kingdom's total population. As you can see, our population is on the rise. If you continue at your current pace, you should have no problem exceeding your population goal.
So you're saying I'm on the right track? Nice!
That's all for now. Please hold on to this for future reference.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Atelier Meruru. I was out gathering some materials for my synthesis and a full year has now passed in game, so time goes by very quickly. We're now on year 2 and we wanted to have 5,000 people by the end of the first year, and as you can see we have gotten way past that point. We're actually almost well on our way to getting the 15,000 people that we need by the end of the 3rd year. So by the end of the 3rd year, we are going to have more than enough people, and we should be able to do the game for the full 5 years. I've been trying my best to go out and to be busy. I needed a bunch of stuff. I needed to make a chaos conductor, but I was missing a lot of the little spirits that you get out and about. So I went and I hunted some ghosts. Which also finished up one of my requests. As you can see, I'm also broke. I need to make a bit of money. I'm gonna go turn in some stuff to the tavern. I'd like to bring this to Rufus and possibly build another building just before we set out. So let's take a look at some of our requests. I can probably make a bunch of money if I bring a bunch of stuff in. Because like I said, I was out gathering, so never hurts to do as many as you can. Personal requests, I find, give you the most money. A lot of the hunting ones do as well, so you can see that my money went way up. And I'm not broke anymore, that's for sure. I don't like any of the current requests, though, to hunt these things, because I don't think I'm going to be going in their general direction, so I'm going to pass those up for now. And with my 4,000 gold, there's probably a lot that I can buy. However, I'm going to worry about that later. Let's give Rufus our letter. The Fish on Land quest from the Crescent Lake Settlers, which is going to give us another monster hunting request. And this is going to be to hunt the island fish, which is going to give us 20 points, which is pretty awesome. And with our 85 points, we have a couple of options. It might not be a bad idea to save my points though, however. Overhaul lodging, like I said, is probably the best decision you'll ever make, is to get that as soon as you can for the population increase. But a lot of the stuff that we have is really, really good. I recommend building everything that you can, and it is going to be a little while before we can actually get to the next rank and build some more things. So hopefully we can get some stuff built in the meantime. Kana's friendship was also at 59, and the max that she'll get to without the doing of request is 60. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try out another party member. I think I would like to take out Mimi. So let's go to the town outskirts. And we're going to trade in Mimi for Kana, and like I said, Mimi is one of my favorite characters, so I've been absolutely dying to take her out. I'm really excited. I am going to keep Toturi in for a bit longer, just until I increase her friendship, and then we will swap out characters. I'm trying to get the friend levels up as much as I can so that I'm able to show off some of the more important friendship cutscenes and things like that. There's not a whole lot that I'm actually going to be able to do. I need to make a lot of stuff. We can go and we can develop a couple of paths. This should allow us to level up by quite a bit and get some new materials. However, in my own spare time, I'm definitely going to have to make a lot of this stuff, because some of it I don't have the materials for. So I think we'll go out to the map and we'll just fight some stuff. And gather a few things, which is probably a good idea. So let's start by going to the tunnel. This is the area that we need to clear out. We're going to be able to make a new path. And there's also some good stuff to collect as well. I saved this place for later. I chose to clear out the path for the quest in an earlier video because those enemies are easier. These ones aren't too bad. We've been seeing these enemies already. They are at the outpost. The only problem is that they appear in large groups, which may or may not be a bad thing depending on how prepared you are.
Way to go, guys!
I'm gonna get quite a bit of experience for this. While I was out last time, I managed to level up a couple of levels. And some of these enemies drop really good stuff. Chain webs are always extremely useful. I use chain webs in a lot of recipes. So I definitely recommend picking those up when you can. And as you can see here, Mimi has a giant like halberd type weapon, and she is extremely overpowered. She does almost 200 damage per hit, which is ridiculous. If you get her best weapon, she is extremely powerful. I had mentioned it earlier, but her defense is less than desirable. Fortunately, I have given her the best piece of armor in the game as well, so she's pretty much stacked to be incredibly OP at the moment. And I usually always take her in my party all the time, but that would be boring. I gotta mix it up a little bit. However, she's going to be very useful in clearing out all of these roads. And lots of stuff to collect here. Quake crystals are good, especially if you're making lightning bombs. That's one of the key ingredients. And I also went ahead and I made some cannons, so let's go ahead and use those on some of these enemies. Get them taken care of faster. I really need to synthesize some stuff, but every time I go to synthesize, I always run into cutscenes and things, and then I'm not recording, and it's just a big mess.
Way to go, guys!
I'm having a little bit of trouble balancing it all out. I'm definitely a higher level than my alchemy, I'm sure. But anyways, that's that. We've cleared out the runes path, so like I said, enemies you've been seeing before, not too bad, just appear in large groups. So we're going to be moving on to our next area, which is the garden ruins. Now this is where things are going to start to get a bit sticky. When I played this game for the first time, I got so beyond frustrated in this area. It's a really beautiful area, and you start to get a lot of flowers. This is an area with flowers and grasses, and a lot of the stuff is going to be useful. However, these pixies are extremely annoying because they heal about 50 HP every single turn that they choose to. They have an attack called Glass Harmony, and it heals a lot of HP, and I found myself using a lot of items and just kind of getting really worn out because I couldn't defeat all of these enemies, especially because I had 3 groups of them to defeat on the same screen. So it's not that these enemies are tough, it's just that they're extremely irritating because they heal so much per turn. So if you're having troubles with them, I just recommend bringing in a lot of high attacking items if you can, like saloons, or bombs, or lightning bombs, or whatever. Or bringing in a really high-level character with good equipment like Mimi. She also comes equipped with quite a few skills. Sword Slicer, for example, is going to do a lot of damage. Himmel Waltz as well, if you need that extra bit of firepower. And just be patient. Depending on what level you're at, 50 HP is either going to be a lot or nothing at all. But for most players at this point, I would think that that's going to be a lot, and you're going to find yourself probably being a little bit frustrated by it. However, they do give you a pretty decent amount of experience, and the little spirits that they're dropping is actually a key ingredient to some of the stuff that I need to make at the moment, so that's kind of a good thing. I actually went and I mined a bunch of them when I should have just waited, because the ones that they're giving me are way better quality. Never hurts to have extras kicking around though. You can see even at my level it's taking me quite a few turns to defeat these guys. If you're having troubles, don't worry. It's probably to be expected. But we cleared through that easily enough. 10 more points. And now we're moving on to the final area that they've asked us to clear out, I do believe. I think they only asked us to clear out these 3 paths. This is the I can't even pronounce that. Precipituous Pass. That seems like a tongue twister to me. So I'm gonna fill up my basket and then return on back to the kingdom, I think. This place is full of new materials to grab, which is pretty awesome. That we're going to be able to use in some new recipes. We've seen the Berserkers and Reptilians before. The Berserker at one point in the game was actually a boss enemy. We fought it earlier on, but now they're just regular enemies. But they're still extremely tough. They still have high amounts of defense and attack, so you need to watch out for them. And it's up to you whether you want to take out the Berserker or the Reptilians first. I don't really have a recommendation, one or the other. I would say take out the Reptilians first and then focus on the Berserkers. But that's just my personal opinion, because the Reptilians are just going to be there to kind of annoy you, if anything. But then again, on the other hand, the Berserkers also have the ability to power up all of their stats if they're left alive for too long, so I guess it's just going to depend on how much difficulty you're having with them at the time. And again, if you've just defeated the glass pixies and then or the crystal pixies, and then you come in and try to defeat all these enemies, you might have a bit of trouble. But we're almost level 30 now, so we're doing pretty good, and you can see that they only had 2 swarms of enemies here, which is really nice, a bit of a break for us. And 10 more points added to our total. We now have a new area after clearing out that route, another question mark area in fact, so that's going to be important to bring back to Rufus. There's something up ahead, but the wind is so strong here. Oh no, my crown! I didn't know a place like this existed here. I should go ask Rufus for some more information. Alright, so we're gonna have a place with windmills, it looks like. That should be interesting. For now, seeing as how my basket is getting full, I'm going to return back to Arles, and we're going to see what awaits us in the next video. I have a couple of things planned. So until then, thank you guys so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.